This video is meant to help you get started with your table and creating a form on your Access assignment. So first you're to pick your topic and come up with your field names. I'm going to start a blank desktop database to start my database. I'm going to do it on my collection of DVDs is my topic. You want to give it a name, something very broad. DVD collection is fine. First, start your database out by creating your table. A table is already open. I like to do my tables in Design View. I'm going to click on the View button, name my table, and go from Data Sheet View into Design View. Just call it DVDs. Okay, first field name is going to be the DVD ID. This will be something that I get off of the DVD. I'm going to give it maybe a 4-digit number, so I'm going to change this to short text. I have DVD ID, and I have the title, and the genre, and then maybe the rating. I'll create a drop-down box. So to create a drop-down box, you change the data type to Lookup Wizard. I got some kind of weird notice there. I will type in the values that I want. So my movies are rated G. Here you're going to type in all the items that you want people to see from a drop-down list to keep the consistency of the data being entered so that there are no, I don't write G a different way than somebody else. Maybe PG, PG-13, R. Those would be my only choices. You could have many. You could have fewer. I'm just going to put these 4 as the choices, and that way all the movies I have need to fall into these 4 different rating categories. Maybe release date and the price. Oops, the release date. You want to have all your field names be one word, and then we will change them in the caption. And then price would be a different data type. Currency. So now looking at the properties, you can do the properties after you do each field name. I prefer to write all my field names out, pick their data types, and then look at the properties. So DVD ID, it's going to be a 4-digit number. So I'm going to restrict people to putting in more than 4 digits by changing the field size to 4. The caption is going to be where I can put the space in the name or even change the name if I want. For title, I want all the field sizes to be changed. None of your field sizes should be 255 characters long. You don't want to restrict them too small, but give enough room for somebody to type in what all the different titles might be. I think any of these other ones. This one's going to get the drop-down box. And release date, I might want to add an input mask or a different format for that one. An input mask is a way to put the slashes on the dates. So if I go down to input mask and hit the ellipses, and it's going to ask me to save the table, and then I can pick short date from this list, and the slashes in between the dates will automatically come up. It will save some time with data entry. And price under currency, there's some things you can add with that. I'm just going to leave it blank. So under release date, the second thing I'd like to do is change the caption, is release, and then a space, and then a date. And that should be it. So I have my field names and my the properties and the data types picked. I'm just typing in a number for my first DVD that I have in front of me. You may need to make up a unique number for each of your items, or sometimes, depending on what you're doing, they will have an actual number assigned to them. I have Spider-Man, it's fantasy, it is PG-13. See, I can pick from my list, and then the release date was 17. I spent $23 on it. And now I will type in my 15 different items. And you can see, just keep typing in all of your items. And that's how you create the table. For the form, a form is created from a table. So you do need a table. They are linked, and anything you type into the form will go into the table, and anything you type in the table, if you open the form, you'll see it there. So to create the form, I'm going to go to create, and I'm just going to use a wizard this time. I do like to use the wizard. We're just in introductory class. We're not going to get into the design and layout of forms. So it's nice just to use the wizard. You pick the table that the form is going to be based on. I'm going to put all the fields over to the right. You can pick whatever fields you want, but I do, for this assignment, I do want all the fields over. But if you were in a different situation where certain fields you didn't need, you wouldn't have to. You can just hit finish to end the form wizard, but just to walk you through, you do have a couple different choices of the layout and naming. I do want the name to be the same as the table. They are linked together and it makes it easier. Then I'll just hit finish. Here's the table. I can navigate through it with the arrows, and you will see that those are the two movie names that I put in the table are already in it here.